this is one of those items that I can't live without when I'm in the kitchen, my little small tong. So these are the little noodles. They look like this right there. And my water is boiling right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my noodles in and throw it in the trash, the bag. And to that, I'm going to put in just a little bit of oil so they don't stick. Maybe about 1 tablespoon. And drop a little bit of the noodles. And then to that, I'm going to put in just like a little sprinkle, maybe a half a teaspoon of salt, so it has a little flavor. And I'm going to use my tongs to stir it. My mom, she loves to use chopsticks, but this is the newer version. It doesn't get lost. So I love my tongs. Okay, so just want to grab some of the noodles that I've dropped. Now, this noodle will be cooking for, I'd say, 5 minutes because they're very starchy. So I wanted just to show you how it looks like. You see? It's very starchy right now. So it's going to go back. And I'm going to let it cook for a little bit. While it's doing that, I have some shallots that I'm going to cut up. I like to use the shallots and the onions only because they're very fragrant and adds a lot of flavor. But to get the skin off, it's a little tough because the shallot is very small. So the reason why I chose this dish, the bung rieu, is because it has a significance to me. When I first came here to America, I was only 5 years old. But before I came here to America, I was, we left Vietnam during the Vietnam War. And when we got over to, in order to leave Vietnam, you'd have to go to Thailand. And we were in the Philippines. And while we're in the Philippines, my parents didn't have any money, you know, because we just left during the war. And so what they did was decide to make bung rieu, because my mom loves to cook, and my dad would like help her out. So in order for them to get money, my mom had a bracelet, so she sold the bracelet and got some money for it, Thailand money, well, they got money for that. We were cooking. So every day that my parents, bought the vegetable, my dad actually helped. His friend worked in the meat department, and so he would always give like, hey, my dad's name, Asian name was Hien, but his American name now is Henry. So I'm going to refer him as Henry. Okay. So my father Henry and his friend, let's call him Bob, because he has a Vietnamese name and I don't know. So anyway, so Bob used to work in the meat department, and what he would do is he would give my dad all the meats and the bones. So my father decided to make bung rieu, and they did so well that every single morning, when they started doing this, making the soup and stuff, the guy next door to us, he was a Chinese man, and he would get so mad